Hello, this is Dr. Rivas. I'm the medical director of Fundamental Fertility Center. Today I want to touch a subject about the different types of ovarian stimulation, because this is a sensitive subject when we're talking about going into a fertility treatment. Not all the time we will need the same medication, and not all the time the schemes are going to be the same. So we need to start with the different kind of treatments that we might enter or be dealing with. And I want to start with the low-tech fertility treatment, because that's when we will start differentiating the different types of ovarian stimulation. So the first low-tech ovarian stimulation, we're talking about either IUI procedure or program ovulation for sexual intercourse at home. So in these two areas, the stimulation has to be not aggressive. The objective is to generate up to 3 to 4 mature follicles. And when we're talking about not overstimulating the ovaries, we have either tablets, which there are mainly two kinds. One is the Clomid and the other one is letrozole. When we're in this spectrum of ovarian stimulation, the checkups are not that frequently. We don't need to add more medication, and we just need to give this medication for a certain amount of time and then see how was the response of the ovaries. Remember that we don't want a lot of follicles, we just need these up to 3 to 4 mature follicles. This should be controlled through ultrasound guidance. Normally, this will start on the 3rd day of period, and we will give this medication for 5 days. So we will meet in the first visit on your 3rd day of menses. We'll see that everything's okay with an ultrasound, no cyst, everything is suitable to start. And once we're able to start, then we will continue after the 5th day of the intake of the medication. We will do another ultrasound and see how's the response. If we are having 1, 2, let's say 3 that are that we can notice that they are being stimulated, we can go on, and after 2 or 3 days later, check them again, and just be assessing the amount of follicles that the pills already produce. Once we are in the mean of 18 millimeters to 20 millimeters, then we will give a trigger. The trigger is an analog of HCG, and normally the doses can vary, but it's up to 6,500 units to 10,000 units. And in our protocols, we do have 1 or 2 estradiol level checkups, just to see that you are not in the risk of ovarian stimulation. This blood work with the ultrasound will let me know how the ovarian stimulation is actually progressing. Remember, we do not want more than 4 mature follicles. If we do have this, or if the levels of estradiol go beyond the 2,500 up to 3,000 levels of estradiol, we need to quit the ovarian stimulation and repeat it in the next one. Remember that the risk of triplets when having more than 4 mature follicles, it's high. So we don't want that. Even the twin pregnancy is not the ideal, and we're not doing this to have a twin pregnancy. We're doing this to increasing the rate of one singleton. So if we are in the position of more than 4 mature follicles, we need to ask ourselves if we want to proceed, and the question here will be not to proceed. So that's one type of Ovarian-stimulation, when you only take pills 5 days and we assess the growth of the follicles during the time of 10 to 12 days, and then trigger, and then either go for an IUI or we go for sexual intercourse at home. So that's the first kind of Ovarian-stimulation.